Welcome to Crash Course Just forget it.
Existentialism.
Today we'll be learning existentialism and philosophers that contributed to this philosophy and the main novel, Metamorphosis.
Hey, Lavaun.
Yes, me from the past.
First off, since when did I get hair and turn white? And second, is existentialism a form of government because it's an ism?
No. Shut up. Existentialism is a philosophical theory or approach that emphasizes the existence of the individual person as a free and responsible agent determining their own development through acts of their will. A main concept for existentialism is absurdism. Absurdism refers to the conflict between the human tendency to seek inherent value and the meaning in life, and the human inability to find any. An example of existentialism is the Titanic, and how everyone thought it was an unsinkable ship. But in the end, it sank. If you have any other questions, you can talk to Ethan Ahonen. And now, to the thought bubble. Just kidding. We ran out of funds for the thought bubble, so we're just going to go to Ethan Ahonen.
Alright, first off, look who got the podium. Lavaun didn't. Anyways, today we're doing an animationless thought bubble. Due to the fact that our budget's about as big as Lavaun's grade in English class, but it doesn't matter because he's Nigerian. He can't speak or read English. So, our novel, The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, it's a novel about existentialism. The character is turned into a bug, and he is stuck in his room due to his appearance. He does not care much about his appearance, but is confused as to how it happened. He spends most of this novel just feeling bad that he cannot do his daily tasks due to the fact he's a bug. He never really freaks out about his body, just expresses annoyance with his inability to get up and get on with his life, like most Americans nowadays and many high school girls. He dies of depression. The novel is a great example of existentialism because at first the main character, Gregor Samsa, first off, if he had a name like that, I'd be depressed anyways, is the novel completely focused on his life, but not himself. This being, Gregor has become, in the words of Pink Floyd, though not multi-platinum editions of albums, comfortably known. It is not until Gregor is transformed into a cockroach, for reason never really listed, that he begins to discover himself. This gives him the meaning to himself and relationships he has with others. Wow, that's Porky the Pig. This gives him meaning to himself and relationships he has with others. And the overall existentialist idea of the novel is you have to have a choice between being the moderator between society or being an individual completely, or letting one or the other take over. He never really ends up being in the between. He always in the beginning he lets society take over, and in the end he lets himself take over, so he never encompasses the full existentialist idea. He ends up not wanting to fulfill society's need for him, and chooses to ignore the activities of being an insect due to personal wishes. This causes him to lose the point of life, and in effect he dies. Now let's watch as Lavaun enters the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. That's quite an interruption. Anyways, now we're moving on to the next part of the thought bubble, the picture. Alright, so this is a picture by Franz Bacon. It's called Self-Portrait, 1964. Not very unique, but neither are most authors' titles for paintings. The painting shows existentialism by the fact that it shows a blending of faces, the painter's and his best friend, representing the idea that he was such a good friend with his fellow painter Lucille Freud that representation of combining his skin was to show the closeness of the relationship. Following the existentialism idea that there are things that are not rational, such as feeling closeness to a friend and still in a way being strangers. Something the combining of skin and flesh try and show the only way to be really close to someone is to be a part of them. Such as Bacon put in an interview, you can only really love someone, but will you always be strangers? How can you fill this gap? And the answer? Just mix your face with theirs and problem solved.
An open letter to Ethan Ahonen. Dear Ethan Ahonen, why do you flip your hair so much? Why do you love the United Kingdom so much? Why do you think you know everything? Why do you claim that you're smart? You're not. Leave. Sincerely, 7th period English class. Now for the box of wonder. Oh look, a list of existentialists. Jean-Paul Sartre, Søren Kierkegaard, Albert Camus, Friedrich Nietzsche, Martin Heidegger, Karl Jaspers, Maurice Merleau-Ponty, Gabriel Marcel, Franz Kafka. Martin Heidegger was a German philosopher. He wrote over 30 books ranging from philosophy to metaphysics to phenomenology. Karl Jaspers was a German psychiatrist and philosopher who had a strong influence on modern theology, psychiatry, and philosophy. Maurice Merleau-Ponty was a French phenomenological philosopher. His main interest was the constitution of meaning in human experience. Gabriel Marcel was a French philosopher, playwright, music critic, and leading Christian existentialist. Franz Kafka was born July 3, 1883. He was a German language writer of novels and short stories. Critics say that he is one of the most influential authors of the 20th century. He has two plays, called The Trial and The Warden of the Tomb. He wrote over 20 books in his lifetime. He died June 3rd, 1924. We'd like to thank Ms. Donaldson for giving us this assignment. It was a lot of fun. I'm kind of in my bathroom right now, and this is freaking me out because it's echoing. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we got to do it. And Cassie's filming right now, and she's laughing at me, so enjoy the bloopers.
An animation is, oh my gosh, Lavaun's great in English, which he, oh my gosh, Xander's gonna come and he's gonna screw. That's a song.
Get it done.
Jean-Paul Sartre, Søren Kierkegaard, Albert Lavaun. No! I get it.
Oh, it's Existentialism.
Oh, it's the paper. Let's see what's on it. Cassie, I can't. I don't know. Stop!
Okay. To start?
We start. Today we're going to be doing an animation list.
Oh my God! Say something else! Say it! Say it! Please say it! I want you to say it! I want you to say it, Ethan! What?
8th grade play when you and Lucas Keener were arguing on the set and so the rest of the year everybody took your book back and they slammed it on the ground and said, pick it up, Lavaun.
That never happened! That never happened! Alright, I need a good grade, so I'm gonna do this!
Oh my God, say something else! Say it! Say it! Please say it! I want you to say it! I want you to say it, Ethan!
Oh my God, say something else! Say it! Say it! Please say it! I want you to say it! I want you to say it!
We should put that sticker on you.
No, because I actually do want to kill communists. I don't like them very much.
Is a philosophical theory. Is a philosophical theory or approach that emphasizes that I said it wrong, didn't I?
Something so he owes you recording.
Hey. We're not even, you don't have to be on my stage right now. Leave.